Your boy went live at exactly 4:44. What's the word, Cosby family, man? How y'all doing today? You know, they say that silence speaks louder than words. They say that silence speaks louder than words, but y'all know something else too? There's more nitrogen in our atmosphere than oxygen. Yet we think we breathe oxygen. Let me say that one more time. They say that they say that silence often speaks louder than words. Just like we believe that oxygen is, you know, is what primarily we breathe of or consist of, right, in our lungs, but it's not true, right? We breathe more nitrogen than oxygen. We actually breathe 78% nitrogen, right? We breathe only like 27% oxygen, right? And then there's a couple other substances in there like carbon dioxide and shit like that, right? I'm basically just saying that to say that often what we think things are is not what it really is, because the lie is always going to be giving the microphone over the truth. Just like we believe that we breathe more, we believe that we breathe oxygen, when really we breathe more nitrogen than oxygen. We breathe actually 78% nitrogen, and we only breathe like 27% oxygen. Merry Christmas, bro, to you too. But yeah, you have to understand that silence often speaks louder than words. It is what we don't know that affects us more than what we do know, right? The subconscious mind affects us more than the conscious mind, right? And this is facts. The moon often has a bigger pull and tug on our emotions than the sun, right? Your boy is doing some deep thinking right now, man. Just doing some retrospecting, man. Like, I'm just thinking about a lot, man. So if y'all can just like and subscribe for me, that would be highly appreciated, man. Your boy trying to get somewhere, right? Keanu. What's the word, Keanu? Merry, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, man. Do what's the word, Jack? Does that say Lacey? What's the word, Lacey? What's the word, job, man? How y'all doing? Your boy just kind of sitting out here retrospecting right now, introspecting. Y'all actually see that right there? I'm telling you, the architecture in the U.S. is so similar to that in Egypt. this is why so many people believe that, Africa, or they believe that the real Egypt is actually in the USA rather than Africa, right? But Merry Christmas to y'all, man. How y'all doing? And to anybody out there, man, I don't know who need to hear this, but whatever y'all actually doing in life, man, don't give up doing that shit, right? Because death does not start in the body. Death starts in the spirit, right? Death starts more frequently in the spirit than it does in the actual body. See, death is a frequency, right? And oftentimes, we succumb to death when we stop fighting, right? That's why a lot of people that actually make it to their goals and shit like that, often you want a 10K donor. What's that? A $10,000 donation. Shit, I mean, if the universe feels like I need that, then absolutely. But do I want anything? I'm trying to stop wanting shit, because when you don't have it, how do you feel? We often suffer from the things that we want, right? We suffer from the things that we want more than the things that we don't want, right? Despite us not wanting them, right? Like, imagine you wanted a car, but you couldn't get this car, right? You would suffer more from that idea than not having a car, right? Which is something that you don't want, right? So I would think of it more of the backwards law, right? On some shit like that, right? There's no option, bro. What you mean there's no option? Life is crazy, man. Life is crazy, right? But yeah, where y'all tuning in from, man? We know Christ is King. Yes, Christ is King, indeed. But man, I've been fighting this devil, man, for a little minute now, man. And honestly, he been getting a little grip on me lately. Like, he kind of been having me in a bit of a chokehold type shit, right? And see, the devil tends to, use other people as vessels, right? Demons tend to use other people as vessels, right? So if you actually have a dispute with someone, it is not that person that you are having a dispute with, right? They are simply being used as a vessel for the spirit that is channeling through them. This is why you have to stay on a high vibration. When you get on a low vibration, you often are susceptible to your vessel being basically infiltrated, right? That's what my twin like to say. He like to say infiltrated, right? I want y'all to drop infiltrated in the comment section. Yes, sir. Drop infiltrated in the comment sections. Yes, sir. Right? You have to stay on a high vibration, because when you are on a low vibration, you often are susceptible to demonic spirits vibrating on that same vibration. Death itself is a vibration. And this is some real shit though. You have to stay on a high vibration, because low demonic negative spirits use people who are vibrating low as a vessel. It's almost like demonic possession, right? We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but spirits and principalities. You know, it is not the person that we are wrestling with, but the entity behind them, the entity that has them, you know, infiltrated, right? Peace, 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 positive energy always creates elevation, man. Shout out to Rashad Jamal, free Rashad Jamal, right? Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Shit. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no,
I
okay.
got to scare you.
No, you're okay. I'm jumping.
I actually just scared somebody, man, you know. Yeah, but shit, it's a crazy world that we live in, man. You know, so your boy just trying to just stay. I'm not even trying to stay away from the devil, bro. Because I just have to accept that nigga is always gonna be down here as long as I am. So I have to literally like kind of fight this nigga every day. I have to fight me every single day. I have to fight my lower natures every single day. Do y'all even understand? Do y'all even understand? Like, I don't think y'all do. Man, I should pull out a Bible on this motherfucker. It's a beautiful ass day today, man. My twin told me to be grateful. I hear you. Maybe I do have to be more grateful, right? But how do you be grateful when you want something and you just feel like that you can't get it type shit? Right? How do you feel? How do you be grateful? Like, how do you be grateful when everything around you is telling you not to be? Right? How do you be grateful when everything around you is telling you not to be? Well, I often look at people that have less than me, right? That helps me become grateful or be grateful, right? Looking at people that have less than me, right? Realizing that, you know, everything is the same and and everything is essentially the same, right? Like this car, right, that you would get, like let's say a Kia, right? A Kia is no different than a fucking Mercedes Benz, right? They both get you to point A to point B, right? You can be grateful just on that aspect, right? Of knowing that everything is the same and that, you know, not having it would make you feel, you know, more or less worse, right? I don't know. Damn, I ain't been live 20 minutes yet and I'm already ready to get off. Like, I don't know, maybe I should just stick around, man, and just, maybe I should just stick around, right?